Hello everybody. This video is going to be a little bit more of a trading psychology video. I'm not really getting into any strategy or anything, so if that's not what you're looking for, just click off the video. But I am going to be talking about my month of July, and my month of July was not great, but I want to talk about how I was able to keep my account while being in drawdown for the entire month of July, because it's not something that I feel like I see a lot of traders talking about. And I feel like that's almost kept away from the media a little bit. So I wanted to talk about my psychology while doing this. Maybe it could help you guys out too, because I know a lot of people struggle a lot with psychology, and I would say it's 80% of trading is literally just psychology. So I want to get into that today. So yeah, pulling up my calendar. This is my funded account on Tradeify. This is my first ever eval or funded with Tradeify. Like, these are my no other failed accounts. This is my first ever account with them. I passed it. So as you can see, I have 18 trading days, which means like multiple weeks. That's like 4 weeks probably. And I am still in drawdown. So looking at the calendar, this is the calendar right here. So obviously, when talking about saving a funded account, everyone knows like the stuff like, oh yeah, once you start losing profits and you size down, you take better setups, you only trade better conditions. Like, everyone knows all that, but no one really understands the psychology that well. So I just kind of want to get into, like, you want to show up to the market every morning with the same mindset and same execution every morning. Like me even just a couple months ago, this account would definitely be gone throughout the month of July. And the month of July was a difficult trading month for a lot of traders, me included. And I mean, I'm not blaming price action or anything, because I also was making a lot of mistakes this month with my psychology, and that's why I want to come on here and talk about this. So I've had multiple times where my account is saved right here, and like, my strategy involves taking lots of losses. Like, I am okay with taking lots of losses, and I'll show you my monthly calendar of July. So this is my monthly calendar of July, and it looks horrible. If I'm being honest with you, this looks like a horrible calendar, but I still, even through this, I took what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I don't even know if this can be even like considered a winning day. I took basically 4 winning days out of the entire month, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I took 4 wins out of the entire month and 12 losses, and I still have this count. So I trade rejection blocks. I'll show you guys the trade I took last Friday. This is the trade I took last Friday. I'm not going to get much into my thought process on this, but this was a 15-minute rejection off of 1 hour order block. The 4-hour rejections, this wasn't off of a 4-hour rejection block, but the 4-hour rejection blocks have been really, really solid recently. And order blocks have been really powerful too, I've been noticing recently, on all time frames, but I feel like the rejection blocks out of the 4-hour have been the most powerful recently. So this is the 1 hour order block coming into the 15-minute. This was a 15-minute rejection. We set up the rejection block. I mark it out, and then I'm looking for a retest once we break out of this range. This actually looked really good. I was looking for, I love when OTE lines up. Oh fuck. I really like it when OTE lines up on the top of the rejection block. Those have just been seeming to be like really high probability recently. And sorry if you guys aren't understanding this terminology. Also, you might want to go watch some of my other videos, because I talk about it like a little bit. I haven't gotten that much in depth in it, but this is a little bit more of an advanced video, I would say. So we come in here, and this is previous chop also, so we're expecting some sort of rebalance here. So coming in, once we set up that rejection, we're coming off of the 1 hour order block, which I already marked out. Then we have OTE sets up on the top of the rejection block, which is absolutely perfect. And some people don't take trades once we break out of this OTE. Like, once we have a wick that comes below this 0.79 level, people don't enter the trade, which I don't like that. just because I've been seeing a lot. I feel like the midpoint of the rejection block. I'm gonna take this order block mark out so it looks a little bit cleaner. This is what I'm looking at, and the midpoint has been really powerful for rejection blocks recently. I wish I had more pulled up. Actually, hold up. I can probably pull some up. Journal my trades. So let's skip. So this was a 4-hour rejection block trade right here. It looks like I entered in on that might have been a 1-minute reaction out of the rejection block. Oh yeah, look at this is the 5-minute right here on that. So like, and look at the midpoint. Look at the midpoint. If we drew out our OTE right here, OTE would definitely not be within where this wick stopped. Which is why that was just a point I wanted to make real quick on why I don't think that is, like, maybe OTE was stronger back a couple months ago, but I feel like right now the midpoint of the rejection block has been the most powerful. What I was trying to get at with that is I'm not trying to make this an educational video. I really just want it to be psychology based, because I dealt with like a lot of mental like a lot of mental thoughts this whole month and difficulty with my psychology, because I was literally in drawdown the entire month of July, but I would still come and show up every day to the market and be able to execute on the same level of that I would if I was winning every day. Like if I was winning every day, I still would have executed the exact same, or at least I hope I would be. And I feel like I would be. And it's really hard just watching your account slowly. Like this whole stretch was really rough to just watch my account just slowly just take more and more losses up until literally right here. Like there's no big blow up day in here. There's no big losing day. I also wanted to talk about how I trade on a discretionary system versus a mechanical system. I feel like a mechanical system is good for people. It's not for everybody, but it's good for people. They're like, I see this, do this, like liquidity sweep, reaction, inverse the gap, you know. But I have a lot of different entry points that I can use. So like I still even now still enter, like, it could be like internal draws, high time frame draws. It's almost like I'm not trading rejection blocks every time. They are a strong factor. And my system is almost constantly changing based off of my journaling. And I feel like that's why journaling is really important, because you start noticing what the problems are in your trading, and you're closing the gap into becoming the perfect trader versus where you are now. So I feel like journaling is really important. And like getting into more of the psychology things, it comes to a point where trading is just not for everybody. And I agree with that statement 100%. I feel like it is 100% not for everybody. I think I'll get more into this on a future video, but I feel like it's not for everybody in partly the sense that you kind of have to be in a certain situation in life to be able to trade. Like, you have to be able, what I'm trying to say is you have to be able to be okay with losing for a year and possibly more. Like, you just have to be okay with that, and you have to be okay with, like, that just being an awful part of your life. I've almost quit trading so many times during like my early months. Like I quit for the whole month of December last year because I was just like, I no longer believed in myself. I know it works, because there's people that literally, like, when I was at that point in my life, I was like, I know that there's people who are drawing millions of dollars from the market. Like, I know that that's positive. Like, even if it's not, I'm not even referring to the like gurus on social media. I'm referring to people, like some people we don't even know about are drawing thousands of dollars from the market every single day. And so, like, you know that it's possible. And so it's almost like, yes, maybe the people on social media aren't 100% telling the truth, but there are people that are doing it. So how is that not possible? Was kind of my thought process the whole time. And I felt like that's kind of what kept me going. And like, also, you kind of just fall in love with it once you're subtle flex, but I basically spent like my whole payout. I went to St. Bart's with my girlfriend's family, and I spent basically my whole entire payout at designer stores while I was there. I bought like $1,500 worth of stuff. But like oh yeah, wait, you might be able to see the them designer bags in the background right there. They're like right there. There's some Chrome, Prada, all that. But these, like, I feel like spending your first payout is important. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't advise that, but I feel like at least spending a portion of your first payout on yourself is important, because I feel like it almost makes you feel like it's real. Like you're like, okay, I actually extracted money from the market. I bought something for myself. So it's possible, almost, is what I'm trying to say here. I'll show. I got this ring. My camera's kind of shitty, but I don't even know if it'll be able to show this, but I got a Chrome Hearts ring, also Chrome Hearts shirt and underwear. I got some Prada glasses too. These little glasses. Boom, boom. I like can't even, my lighting is trash. I'll figure out how to work this thing better in the future. So, sorry guys, this is my first time using a face cam. The psychology of spending your first payout, I think, was at least important to me. Maybe it wouldn't be for everybody. Maybe other people would want to save it. And some people would probably actually need that money to like I was okay with spending that because I didn't need the money right then and there. But then right after getting that payout, it was the month of July. So right after getting well, actually that was my second payout, but I saved both of those together to spend it in St. Bart's. So after my second payout, which was my biggest payout, it was a $1,900 payout from Lucid. Which, wait, I'll have the certificate right here. I'll show you guys. Here, that is. It's printed on a piece of paper, so hopefully you guys can see that. But that's it right there. I was very proud of it because that was my biggest payout. My other one was like $850. I don't have it hanging, but I just feel like it's important to spend at least a portion of it on yourself, because then you know it's real. And that is what I was trying to say with that. I honestly want to make more videos like this, so if you guys are enjoying this, let me know and I will keep making more videos like this. Or if you guys want more videos on my strategy, I don't really want to give out everything that I use. I'll talk about the basics, like my thought process, plus like the things that come together that begin to form an idea for me when I want to execute. I would go over that, but I'm not going to go over very specific things, because I feel like that's a little bit ridiculous when you have a mechanical system. And not even because of alpha decay, because I use prop firms. Alpha decay doesn't matter to me. You need to create a system that works for you. This is my system almost, but it's put together from multiple people. Like, this is originally Powell's rejection block model, sort of twisted up a little bit. And I also use the 10 a.m. key open a lot too. I've talked about that in a couple of my videos. And I just feel like every person almost finds a strategy that they like and then curates it into their own. That's when they like officially become profitable. I feel like I would never want to actually share my entire strategy, because you almost can't. You can't share your thought process with someone. You can't come together and even if you guys have the same exact model. If I told someone my exact model to a T, they wouldn't be taking the same trade as this. They just wouldn't. Like, they still view the market differently no matter what. And that's why I feel like it's important for everyone to have their own curated strategy. So sorry I got into that little rant. That's gonna be the end of the video. So let me know if you guys want more psychology videos. If this helped, I hope it did. And yeah, subscribe, man.